I think is playing out and will play out for the next decade on deglobalization. So as the US tries to build its own semiconductor manufacturing capacity, as China loses key trade partners, as all of these markets stop trading with each other and start to build redundancy, there is a massive longer range economic effect of deglobalization. Globalization enables efficient pricing. It enables labor and energy and everything to be done, to go to the cheapest source. That's the way globalization has benefited us. We've been able to get cheap energy and cheap labor in overseas markets to do work for us. And as a result, we've gotten access to cheap products. So when you deglobalize, you end up having to pay more for labor, more for energy. You have to build infrastructure, and the price for everything goes up.
We've said this on the pod for 2 years now. That era of cheaper, faster, better is over. And what comes with that is better national security. But the cost of that better national security is higher prices.
Higher prices, less growth.
And there's nothing that we can do to avoid that. I'm not sure I agree with the less growth. I actually think that there's enough excess slack to be absorbed by all of this free money that I think you can still have sustained growth, but it will come with higher interest rates and higher inflation and higher input costs. Everybody will have to do their part to absorb some of this, but that's what's going to happen. And I think we should just deal with the medicine as quickly as possible. This is why the people that actually think that the Fed should just be very aggressive and get this over with quickly, I suspect on the margins are right. The problem is they don't want to look at the historical artifact, because the historical artifact would say, wait, I need to raise interest rates by another 250 basis points. That's just way too disruptive for what the world is ready to hear right now. So we're going to incrementally plod along. And I think what Friedberg says is right, which is that there's going to be a whack-a-mole that emerges. That's going to tilt the markets. Then the consumer credit thing will implode. That's going to tilt the markets. Then Jair Bolsonaro will try to take over Brazil. That'll tilt the markets, and we'll go back to this, inflationary, fragmented, deglobalized view of the world that just frankly takes higher interest rates to normalize.